What is up, you guys? And today we got a brand new balance patch for My Hero Ultra Rumble, and we actually got a pretty crazy balance patch today. I would argue to say this is the best patch that we have gotten in the past year, since the last patch that we got, where I think it nerfed Full Bullet, Rapid Toga, Present Mic, and stuff like that. Like it was like literally like exactly a year ago, I think. Not to this day, but definitely like around this time for sure. So let's get into everything that happened in today's insane update. So for starters, Mount Lady is now 350 health again. She is finally where she's been supposed to be for the longest time ever, bro. This character has been 300 health for so long, and it genuinely felt like a crime. The second change they did to Mount Lady, let me just take off the assault character so you guys can get a better understanding of what they did. They buffed the damage of her beta Caldera Stomp when you are not gigantified. So that used to do like around like 50-ish damage, and now it does around like 60. So that does quite a bit more damage, and at max level you will do around 180 damage to your target if you do all three. The next and final change that happened to Mount Lady was that they buffed the damage of her alpha when she is in her giant form. So yeah, that's big damage if you hit both the shockwave and the AoE. Yellow Deku, the main basic ass character, actually got a decent update today. So, at level 4 and beyond, he now has 2 betas. I never thought I'd see it. This feels way more comedic, if anything. Like, this doesn't feel like an intended change. Like, being able to do this is a bit wild. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a bit crazy. That is a that's wild, bro. I didn't expect that. If anything, I thought they maybe give him like another Black Whip at level 7 instead of level 9. Or maybe give him like 10 ammo to match Shoto and Bakugo. No, they just straight up just said, let's just give him some extra mobility.
Hit the target.
And you know what? I'm all for it. Yellow Deku definitely was falling behind a bit, and maybe this will push him back up into the meta a little bit. Rapid Ochaco actually got a buff. Now, it is not that good of a buff. It is a pretty mid, inconsequential buff that might as well have not did it at all. Where is Dinky? Okay. They buffed the damage of her car throw, or not her car throw, her car spin when she is next to someone. So that's why I said this is an inconsequential buff. It doesn't really do much because as Rapid Ochaco, you're never really next to them anyway. You're kind of just like doing this and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, I don't know why they keep buffing this character, but Iida is now 300 health again like he was in Season 1 of the game. So he hasn't been like this in the past 2 years. So yeah, I don't know why the devs keep trying to buff this character, and I don't know why they want him to be meta so bad, bro. If I run into Camco, I'm dodging. I was already gonna dodge before, but holy shit, why is this character 300 health now? Now, Momo actually got a decent buff. They've been nerfing her cannons like crazy, so they actually buffed her cannons and made it good at low levels. They increased the ammo count from 1 to 2 from levels 1 to 3. And they also reduced the reload speed at levels 1 to 3 when the gauge is empty. Finally, bro. The symbol of peace is finally back, bro. Look how much damage I'm doing right now. 86. They buffed his alpha damage, and they finally made him 350 health again. And with this build that I'm running, I have a damn near 370 health. The symbol of peace might finally be back in the meta. He might actually be a viable character again. Oh my god, man, this took way too long, but I'm just appreciative of the fact that they are actually looking at these older, lower-tiered characters. Strike Endeavor also got some changes to his alpha. Following his rework at the beginning of the season, they changed that the damage increases at levels 4, 7, and 9. They decrease the time before it starts to reload. They increase the reload speed from levels 4 when the gauge is empty, and they increase the activation time from level 2. That last one does not make sense to me. I don't know what they are saying when they mean, like, did it have like slower startup at low levels? Like, and why level 2? Like, no other skill has that. Like, I don't see a difference. So if someone knows in the comments, let me know, but I am very confused on that. But hey, Strike Endeavor did get something. Now, for all of you Mirio players out there, I know you guys are happy. Our boy is finally 250 health again. Let's fucking go. To be honest, I don't really think this is a hot take. I don't really think that 250 health means that big of a difference. I feel like it's just there to make the number look better than 225 because he was the only 225 health character in the game. Strike Hawks was also one, but they just changed him from 275 to 300, and they just completely just ignored Lemillion. But now we have no increments of 25 health anymore, so I guess that is just gone from the game entirely for now. But hey, at least it doesn't get one shot by Ibara Gamma anymore, because that moved it exactly 225 health damage, so at least he can survive that now if you don't have willpower or something. Rapid Hawks actually got a buff to his beta. They increased the damage, I think, of the initial hit and the slash hit, so it does more damage. So that part did 97, that did 154. That did crazy damage. Hold on, let me take off GP auto real quick. It's not a guard break, is it? I know it's probably pretty close. I missed. I'm bad. I missed twice. Bro, I missed. We don't talk about it, but that's a guard break. Oh my god. I have like 5 beta attacks on this build. So yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna get off Hawks, bro. Now, unfortunately, this character did get a buff. Ibara. They increased the ammo count of her alpha at like all levels. I don't know why. So she has like 4 at level 4 now. I think she had 3, and now at level 9 she has 5 bullets. Bro, this alpha does too much damage. I'm pretty sure she has a build now where it can do like 196 or something like that. My friend who the Ibara main told me that she now has a build that can do that. Why are we buffing this character? Please stop. Tech Toga actually got a buff. They increased the ammo count for levels 1 to 7. So at level 7, let's just see here. She has now 27 bullets, and I think that she had what? Like I think she had like around like 18? No, not. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put it on screen. I'm just gonna let you guys see it from the actual files themselves. But yeah, she got a buff today. Kurogiri, man. For some reason, they buffed this character. I don't really know. He didn't need it. This character is insane, bro. But that now does like 130 damage. The base damage is 120, but you can definitely buff it to like 130 if you really need it to. Why? The thing is that this now why does that guard break, bro? Like, what are we doing? We're selling. We're trolling. We're trolling, bro. We're actually hard trolling. They also increased the reload speed when the gauge is empty for his Gamma Shadow Haunt. That does 144. Jesus Christ. 166. I'm getting off this character. This is stupid. Now, Rapid All Might. This character definitely. Why is that still? Okay. Now, for Rapid All Might, he actually got a nerf for his beta. Now, this character got a crazy mobility change. I think it was at the start of last season, but they remember when they gave it a nerf on the end of this? Yeah, this character immediately shot up to top 10 in the entire game from like bottom 10. This guy, well, not bottom 10. He was like firmly mid tier, but yeah, now he actually got a nerf because he had way too much mobility. And to be honest, if I was the devs, I would have just removed the 4th charge entirely, but I like this direction as well because he still can also use it as a projectile. So if you nerf the ammo count, you're hindering that portion, and that portion is actually a very unique part of his kit because you can do like cool stuff like this. Like that stuff is pretty cool. You can do like this for a quick 200 damage hard knockdown, and that takes off a lot of ammo. So if you took that down to like 3 ammo, that'll be hindering a different part of his kit. That's actually pretty creative. So reducing the reload speed was a good call. Now, moving on to the top tiers, the Season 14 characters. Tech Shiggy got a nerf. They reduced the damage of the AoE around him from like, I think 25 per tick to like 12. It does no damage anymore. It does absolutely nothing. And they also increased the down power, and they doubled it actually. Each tick was 50, now it's 100. So let me just kill you. Enjoy. That's gutted. Then they decreased the damage of Beta, Shake Heaven, and Earth. I wanted to say that name because I think that name is cool as hell. They nerfed the damage by 20 altogether. The first tick damage was reduced by 10, and the final tick was reduced by 10, so totaling 20 damage lost from that skill. Lady Nagant got hit pretty hard, man. She got hit pretty hard. She now has 250 HP. A 250 HP strike. I would have just nerfed like her damage values. I don't nerfing her HP is kind of stupid. Like, I'm not saying that that nerfing Nagant isn't good. Any Nagant nerf is good, but this is like a very uncreative nerf. I mean, it is what it is. I'll take a nerf. Nagant is incredibly stupid, and you can still do shit like this.
Accuracy increased.
So, yeah. They also decreased the headshot damage from like 350 down to 300, and they nerfed the body shot damage from I think around like 200 to 150. And they also decreased her alpha damage. So now, like, this build that I have right now used to do like 94 damage, and now it does like, doesn't even crack 90. It does like 87. Armored All Might. They decreased the damage of flame bullet shot to where this shit doesn't even crack yellow Deku alpha damage. 76. Let the burn damage do the rest. That's basically what the devs just said to you guys. So just realized I need to say that I have tuning on this costume right now. The actual max damage value is 68, like you see in the values on the left side, like a few seconds ago. Yeah, not even 70 base damage. You need tuning to get this move over 70. Man, that's a crazy nerf. I don't know, man. That's a wild nerf. I'm not gonna lie. And he lost the burn damage too before. Yeah, his alpha got like gutted compared to like this time last season. Yeah. And they absolutely gutted the drones. The drones.
Bugging out, anima!
It still takes 2 drones to stagger, but look at that damage. 22. Are we serious? I think Shoto special action does. Well, no. No, Shoto special does like 11. Well, actually, I think it's the exact same amount of damage as Shoto special now. Yeah, and they also gutted the reload speed, man. But to be honest, every single time that you saw an Armored All Might, he had these up. And if you tried to hit him out of something, or you tried to, like, interrupt him, drone, alpha, and yeah. So, Armored All Might, definitely, I think he fell out of the top 3 with this nerf. This was kind of this is kind of big for him. The drones were a big part of his kit, to be honest. They were a major part of his annoyance factor because you couldn't approach him. But now this does no damage. Well, I guess you could still set up into alpha, but like, I don't know, man. Maybe Armored All Might. He's not balanced by any means, but I think he fell out of the top 3. And those were all of the character changes. Now, finally, for the special tuning adjustments. Quirk Factor Release has now been gutted, like, entirely. Like, it kind of sucks now. Like, I'm going to show you guys his cooldown, and this is, like, dead-ass ridiculous. Let's wait for it to run out. But, yeah, they took it from, like, a 10 or 15 second cooldown to 35 seconds. Look how long this is, bro. This takes forever to come back now. I know it, like, literally cuts your cooldowns in half. But, like, this is crazy. Bro, it's not even halfway full yet. Bro, look at this. It's still not back yet, by the way. I'm skip 10 seconds ahead. It won't be back. Still waiting. Did you click off yet? I know I would have. It's not back yet. Alright, it's back. And now, finally, the currently confirmed issues that the devs know exist. No Toga mentions, because Toga still has like 10 different glitches, but they only are talking about the Lady Nagant glitch. There is another way to do the infinite flight tech with her gamma, and it is a different method than the one they previously patched, so they said that they're going to fix this in the next maintenance, and I think the next maintenance is going to be on the Season 16 release. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about the update. Start a conversation in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you guys want to see nerfed more. Let me know who you guys want to see buffed besides the obvious choices like Yellow Kiri and Tech Dabi and shit like that. Like, have an actual conversation. I want to see 100 comments in the comment section. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.